Corey Schlegel, and I'm a high school math teacher.
My name is Miss Inez, and I am the licensed school nurse for Little Falls Community Schools.
Hi, my name is Sarah Pullman. This is my 23rd year teaching. I graduated from Moorhead State University with a degree in special education.
My name is Jonathan LaFlamme. I teach high school band.
I got my master's degree in mathematics education at St. Cloud State. Right, my ACP project, and I just mentioned I've got my master's in mathematics education, so you know, in terms of trying to move on the salary schedule and things like that, I've taken courses in the summer and you know, got bits and pieces out of them. But one thing in the summer that I've always wanted to do is kind of take a look at the curriculum that I teach and see how I can make it better. But when I was taking those courses, you know, through other colleges and universities, it didn't give me a lot of time to focus on my own curriculum.
The only graduate credits I have are ones that I have done through the University of Colorado, which is one of the reasons why I was very interested in the ACP projects, because as a nurse, there are not many opportunities to get graduate credits outside of a master's program in nursing. So I had to kind of hunt and peck within any teacher-related graduate credits to find something that I could kind of tweak and see if it could fit for me. So.
My ACP project came about as I looked at our school and our students. We were struggling in the area of transition. What can we do to improve transition services after high school for students on an IEP? What can we do here in the 4 years that they are here to ready them for work, ready them for a post-secondary setting, ready them for living on their own, ready them for being a wise consumer.
What made it appealing to me is so that I maxed out on the credits. My goal was by the time I was 30 to be all the way over, and I was able to, through lots of blessing, be able to do that. And so the ACP process came along. First thing I did when I heard about it is I kind of wrote it off in my mind until right at the very end they said, you can do this for cash if you are all the way over on the pay scale. And as a teacher, there's always one of those things. It's like you get all the way over, and there's always projects, right? And you're always too busy, it seems like, to do them. And the incentive is that.
I've been trying to come up with a way to create a lot of videos for my classroom to be able to use them. Just create a library of basically video lessons. Kind of create my own Khan Academy in essence. And ACP allowed me to do that. So instead of this past summer me going and taking a class to get credits, I submitted an ACP project where I took half of my higher algebra curriculum, which is our Algebra 2 course, and I basically made a video lesson, of what you want to maybe call a flipped lesson, of half our textbook. So I'm now using those in my classroom.
So our ACP project is telehealth services within a school, so basically a virtual school-based health clinic. We're piloting it at our middle school. We thought that would be a good fit because we have students over there that are not able to drive like they are here in our high school, and our elementary offices were just too busy to try to pilot something like that. So we chose the middle school as our pilot group, and we're really excited to launch this in the very near future.
Yeah, another thing that I really appreciate about the ACP projects is that I worked with a colleague, Heather Cleaver. Her and I worked together to come up with several different things. We developed a new transition class for our juniors and seniors, a 2-hour block where students will be out in the community, one day volunteering at the Humane Society, another day working at a local store, doing some work at the cash register, work cleaning up the store, stocking shelves, measuring products, as well as working in our local school, or our high school school store.
So it's satisfying some personal needs and goals, while combining that with some teaching, professional development, curriculum needs and goals. So my first ACP project, which if I had to do it over again, I would have probably broken it into 3 parts because it ended up being just a monster. I stopped counting hours at 500, and but I wrote a whole method book series for the entire large group of band over 4 years.
You know, I spent well over 100 hours making, I think it was 66 videos. I ended up with over 24 hours of of live footage that I created on the iPad using Explain Everything. So no, and every ounce that I put into it, I'm now using in my classroom, whereas, like I said, I think when I've taken courses in the past in the summer, I might get 1 or 2 ideas that I can try to apply, but now I'm using every ounce that I put into my project.
There are very, very few, if any, opportunities to get nursing graduate credits outside of a master's program. So the ACP project, for me, the program was, I can't even tell you the value that it had, because it was so valuable for me as a nurse to be able to get credits that were very pertinent to what I do every day in my position.
It was just nice to work with that colleague to develop our own staff development that was appropriate to the needs of our students. We tailored it to what we felt our students needed to better them.
Plus, my band's going to be a heck of a lot better because we're going to have these warm-ups right at the beginning of class. And instead of me trying to take the time to find something, and they're very expensive. Band method books for the band to warm up with, you're talking like $500. And that's just one level for one grade. So essentially you could spend $2,000 doing that. So you know, the ACP was $1,500. So it was cheaper for the school, it's cheaper for the ensemble, it doesn't come out of my budget. And when you write it, your expectations are a lot more.